Merhaba, thinking of taking a trip to Turkey? If you aren't, you should. This country has something for everyone. And don't worry, we've compiled a list of top 10 places to visit while you're there, so you don't miss out on anything. Ready? Let's go. 10. Butterfly Valley, Fethiye. Turkey's Butterfly Valley is such a well-kept secret because this breathtaking valley is tucked in between jagged cliffs and gushing waterfalls. Warm sands on the white, immaculate beaches give you a calming contrast to the chilly, turquoise waters. Whether you want to relax with a book and a drink next to a beach umbrella, or dip your toes in the ocean, the beaches and resorts of Fethiye, Kaş and Kalkan have got you covered. And if you're wondering about the name, given that it's home to up to 100 species of butterflies, it's quite self-explanatory, no? One of the biggest rewards for Lishanway walkers is this breathtaking vista, a jagged cove jutting from the ground, massive cliffs towering overhead on either side of the small blue bay, which fades to turquoise as it nears the coast. It's sure to ramp up your appetite, so when you come across the campsite with a beach bar offering beers and grilled fish, you'll thank your lucky stars. Once you've had your fill, you can even take part in yoga sessions that are given under the shade trees. When you move farther inward, you'll see waterfalls, lush greenery, and all sorts of butterflies as you walk in the footsteps of those who've been using this route for transporting goods for centuries. 9. The ancient city of Ephesus, Selcuk. Let me tell you a little secret. One of the original 7 wonders of the world was the Temple of Artemis, located right here in the ancient city of Ephesus. Though not much of it is left today, Ephesus's ruins are still magnificent to see. The village dates back to the 10th century BC, and you can find everything from Roman, Christian, Ottoman, and Greek ancient structures there. The village of Selcuk, located close to the Aegean coast, was founded 9,000 years ago, and at one time had Roman, Christian, Ottoman, Hellenistic, and Greek structures all in the same place. 8. Pamukkle. The world-famous white travertine hot pools at Pamukkle have drawn tourists to this region of Turkey since the 2nd century BC, and it's unlike anything you have ever seen. That's right, the mineral-rich water in Pamukkle has drawn tourists from all over the world for more than 2,000 years, and those who bathe in it believe that this water can treat any illness. Located in Turkey's Buyuk Menderes Valley, Pamukkle, which means cotton castle, it is also home to the ancient city of Hierapolis. It was mainly designed for retirees who wanted to enjoy their last years by the pool. What a life! But wait, what could be better than walking around Pamukkle, flying over it maybe? If you're one of the brave ones, be sure to experience paragliding there. You will spend between 15 to 30 minutes in the air as you soar above the Travertines and Hierapolis on a tandem paragliding excursion, and honestly, that's when you can fully appreciate all of its grandeur. 7. Kapali Carsisi, Istanbul. Who goes to Istanbul and doesn't visit the Grand Bazaar? It's part of the whole experience, and once you go, you'll know why. Wander through this bazaar to experience what it's like to be in a Middle Eastern spice market. As one of the biggest covered markets in the world, it has approximately 4,000 shops inside and spans 61 streets. Grand for a reason, isn't it? There are shops selling a wide variety of items, including trinkets, jewelry, food items, spices, gifts, and souvenirs on both sides of the road in this vast, crisscrossing network of lanes and alley streets. I can assure you that while you're exploring it, all your senses will be tingling in the best way possible. 6. Alanya, surrounded by breathtaking turquoise waters, is a haven for beach bums and should be on everyone's Turkey bucket list. Each year, its golden sands draw tens of thousands of tourists from all over the world who can be seen admiring the stunning views while strolling along the shore. But wait, Alanya has more to offer than just beaches. Alanya Castle, which is located in the Old Town neighborhood, is a must-see for anybody with an interest in traditional architecture. It's a reminder of the Byzantine era when the peninsula was a favorite haunt of pirates. Other must-sees are the Red Tower, locally known as Sulkule, and Seljuk shipyard called Tersane, which are 13th century additions to the main fortress of the castle. 5. Cappadocia. The strange landscapes of Cappadocia are perched high on the Anatolian plateau and remind you of a mystical realm. Underneath, people have been busy chiseling cave houses, churches, and monasteries from the soft volcanic rock since the Bronze Age. Even entire underground cities, honey-colored rocks have eroded into sculptural forms resembling minarets, magic mushrooms, and what have become known as fairy chimneys. Take a hot air balloon ride to witness it all at sunrise or sunset, or enjoy the view as the sky is decorated with colorful balloons from the terrace of your cave hotel in Goreme. You can stay at the rooftop Sultan Cave Suites, the Museum Hotel or Kaya Kapi, the charmingly rustic Cappadocia Cave Suites, or the picture-perfect Yunak Evleri, all of which offer outdoor pools, where hundreds of hot air balloons fly overhead as the sun casts a peachy glow over the spectacular landscape. Hands down, it's one of the most romantic places on earth. The beauty of the Cappadocian landscape is most captivating when you're in the air and the first rays of sunlight touch your face. Without a doubt, it'll be among the sights in Turkey that you'll never forget. 4. Mount Nemrut. Imagine a huge mountain that rises more than 2,400 meters above sea level in the middle of nowhere, and that in the 1st century BC someone erected enormous statues of Iranian and Greek gods on top of the mountain. That's Mount Nemrut for you. And yes, each of these monuments still stand today. Mount Nemrut is a huge peak rising in central Turkey, the top of which is home to several enormous statues of ancient gods that have existed for more than 2,000 years. If you're a history buff, make sure to visit because it's one of the most distinctive and uncommon things to do in Turkey. 3. Akdamar Island. This place ranks pretty high among the best attractions in eastern Turkey. The Armenian Holy Cross Cathedral, a relic of the once impressive Armenian kingdom that dominated the region from 1116 until 1895, is located on the island, which, by the way, is the second largest of Lake Van's 4 islands. The island is surrounded by the strikingly blue saline soda water of Lake Van, with the revered Ararat Peak rising majestically in the distance. Hand on heart, it's one of the most picturesque locations you'll ever see in the world. The time it takes to get there is well worth the trip. 2. Sumela Monastery. This is one of the most monumental monasteries ever constructed and a must-see if you're traveling to eastern Turkey. It's nestled on a steep cliff of Karadag Mountain, an extinct volcano in the remote mountainous region of Maçka in Trabzon province. Greek Orthodox monks managed to construct an architectural masterpiece that defies nature in virtually every way imaginable. But for the most part, up until the 20th century, it was abandoned and neglected for the majority of the century. Later, falling rocks caused additional damage, forcing the closure of the area from 2015 to 2020. Today, the monastery is a museum open to the public and is undergoing restoration. Thankfully, one of the many daily trips from Trabzon allows you to see the monastery in all its glory. Today, it still has extremely beautiful structures, including a well-preserved Orthodox church with vibrant mosaics and frescoes that are a marvel to behold. While you're there, don't forget to add the Karaca Cave to your tour. 1. Antalya. Your visit to Turkey is incomplete without Antalya. As we say, it's güzel. Antalya has the ideal fusion of historical settings intertwined with modern life. Because of this, visiting the ancient town of Kaleci is one of the most popular things to do. The cobbled streets were built for wandering around hand in hand and enjoying the nightlife at Lara Beach. Speaking of beaches, Konyaaltı Beach is brimming with tourists and locals enjoying the sun and swimming in the serene, eerily clear seas. There's even guided horseback riding. Oh, and that backdrop of snow-covered mountains to die for. Antalya is a Monet painting that comes to life, but don't get too comfortable. There are plenty of thrilling things to do too. One of the best places to visit is the Köprülü Canyon National Park, which is renowned for its variety of water sports. It's situated high in the mountains, around 96 kilometers from the city of Antalya. The picturesque valley is ideal for exploration if you enjoy snorkeling, ziplining, camping, rafting, trekking, or simply taking in the natural splendor. Okay, now that we've talked about all the amazing places to visit, it's got me craving some Turkish food. Let me give you a quick guide. I'll start off the list with a delicious, well-known Turkish dish that's perfect on the go. If you come across a huge cone of meat on a vertical rotisserie, know it's about to get real with a doner kebab. This Ottoman sandwich consists of a thin bread, sauces, veggies, and the well-known rotisserie cooked meat. It usually comes with fries on the side, has a real smoky, juicy flavor, and it'll keep you satisfied while you explore. Also, be sure to put kofta on your list of must-try Turkish foods. It's a meatball dish made with ground lamb or beef, served with side dishes such as yogurt cream and piyaz salad. Delicious! Oh, and Iskender kebab is similar to doner meat, originally from northern Turkey, and has a distinctive flavor of herbs and a mild smokiness from the beef. Lezzetli! It's served on a large dish with chunks of pita bread and thin doner meat. Great to share, but nobody's gonna judge if you eat it all yourself. Did you know that there's a traditional dish in Turkey that might remind you of risotto. Manthi is a traditional Anatolian dish made of tiny dumplings stuffed with minced lamb, onions and spices. Because of its hearty flavor, it's considered to be a comfort food in Turkey. If you're vegan or vegetarian, there are options for you too. Try things like gozlemi flatbreads, çiğ köfte dugrum, mixed metzi and veggie pide. Any fans of the humble eggplant here? You're gonna love imam bayildi, which is an Ottoman dish that's basically a whole eggplant stuffed with onion, tomatoes and garlic. Now, if you've got a sweet tooth, don't forget to pop in at Hafiz Mustafa, a renowned dessert cafe in Istanbul for kunefe and baklava. Oh, and how can I forget Turkish delight? Your trip is incomplete without it. And let me tell you a secret. The Grand Bazaar is the best place to try it because shopkeepers will be offering you free samples left, right and center. Once you've made your choice out of the gazillion flavors, make sure to pack some to take home because you'll miss it. Overall, the country is beautiful. Turkish hospitality is real, with Turkish people being some of the friendliest you'll meet, the food is great, and there's something for everyone. You can even take a cruise down the Bosphorus. It'd be crazy not to visit Turkey, right? Until then, hoşça kal.